And then I should press start streaming because I can start stream. Start the stream, you potato. No, I don't want to. But you can. You absolutely can, and you absolutely should on top of that, because why the hell not? You should learn how to speak, Mr. No, it's not about Mr. Anderson. I've started as Bane, so I'll continue as Bane. You should learn how to speak. No, it's just... I mean, it's so easy to start with his pronunciation, accent, whatever. And everything is lagging. Please stop. Could you please function? Okay, are we there yet? No, not really. Give me a few seconds. I want to watch Hawk against Sheik today because, I mean, it's an undead against a human, and yesterday I was quite disappointed with Focus against Happy because it was quite one-sided, it was completely dominant, and not only because Focus was playing worse, just because Farseer Berserkers do not work against an undead. The only thing that works for Orc eventually is sometimes. It's not eventually. It doesn't really work eventually. It just works sometimes. Is Wyverns. And you can't play Wyverns on quite a few maps. Why is my stream so dark and ugly and awful on my phone? No freaking idea. Anyway. Oh no, it's up. It's up and running, so we can start. Is my voice clean and clear? Works sometimes. Is Wyverns. And you can't play Wyverns on quite a few maps. Why is my stream so dark and ugly and awful on my... Okay, my voice is fine, but why do I have such a horrible delay? And why is everything lagging? And why doesn't everything work? Okay, what should I do? What should I do? Community, no. Analytics, no. Settings. Stream, don't show every key. Low latency, yes, yes. Latency is low, but it's not. That's the biggest problem, is that the delay is quite significant. Anyway, let's watch Hawk against Sheik. Hawk against Sheik? Yes, indeed, it's Hawk against Sheik. I guess game sound should be this slow, because I'm not speaking very loudly. Settings, quality, let's go for HD. Nah, for what fucking reason? I am streaming on 720 and 720 resolution. 720 to 1080, right? No, likely. Not likely. Anyway, let's go HD. Why the hell not? It doesn't matter. Nobody will see this quality because stream is in 700p. Anyway, let's go. Is the voice fine? Yeah, it's more or less fine. I guess making it this quiet would be completely fine. So, Sheik against Hawk. Sheik is... Oh, without any interface at all. That will be a bit harsh to watch. But we'll be fine. Dreadlord on Tyrannos. Dreadlord on Tyrannos is not that bad, because on the current Tyrannos you can get very quick level 3, as always, as on the previous Tyrannos. And current gold mine is completely takeable, conquestable, achievable. No, you can build a gold mine even right now, even on current Tyrannos, and that's a good surround. That's a free footy for you, yes. Archmage will get level 2 out of this camp, and he'll get level 3 out of the second camp, and he'll be completely prepared to harass you, but at the same time, you've killed a scouting footman, and for some reason you don't try to establish your own expansion. That's strange. And you don't try to capitalize on Lightning Shield, and Lightning Shield gets used on a Rogue Wizard who is sleeping, but you really should wake him up. And of course Hawk is well prepared to see an expansion being established, but no. So he just steals the camp. These kobolds are easy to kill as a human, because of course geomancers, who gives a shit. Geomancers got medium armor. Who gets Orb of Clarity, which is not Orb of Clarity, it's something else. But Sheik also gets quite a good item. It's a large healing potion. He would prefer a large mana potion, but the large healing potion is also completely fine. And he is late to his shop, and Hawk is just waiting. Hawk is just waiting to start an attack when his opponent starts scraping. And of course he uses mana on his priest to instantly remove skeletons. 12 experience is not much, but it's still 12 experience. And you mostly need priest in this matchup to fight, to use his attacks against an undead. That's a dead priest, by the way. That should be a dead priest. Yes, priest goes down. And now everything attacks Dreadlord, but I guess Hawk just didn't properly click on his inventory. Or maybe he did, but he didn't. He wanted to get this potion out of him. And Sheik desperately needs this expansion. That's the problem with establishing an expansion late. With Dreadlord, you have to take it. You've got absolutely no other option but to take it. You need an expa. Yet at the same time, you can do it because you're constantly getting harassed. He's using the skull. Of course, human will not have any means to cancel this blight. And meanwhile, human is trying to establish his own expa, at least to creep with units alone. And Sheik is doing a very good job with these two ghouls. He is harassing. He should be able to control these ghouls at the same time, because human got away. So right now Sheik is freely creeping without any obstacles and any harassment. One ghoul will go down, that's very acceptable. Sheik will be able to establish his expa, and I guess he should be able to get to use his sacrificial dagger in the first place. My friend, why did you buy it if you don't want to use it? Huh? My friend. Who was speaking like that? There was some character who was certainly speaking like that. And by the way, it's Crypt Swarm level 2, and Crypt Swarm level 2 is not a good news for all these peasants. The peasants went down. Of course, one ghoul is very well worth it. And there will be no more Crypt Swarms, but at the same time, human is reduced to just a few peasants. A lot more comes. And right now, human is harassing Undead's expansion. He will be able to cancel it, but at the same time, I believe an Undead will be able to cancel human's expa. Yeah, Necropolis will go down. I doubt Ziggurat will go down, because right now they are both fighting for their lives. And you want Archmage to come back at some point in time, because at the moment this Dreadlord will have enough mana for his next wave, and right now he uses it. Everything you've got on this expo will die. And that's exactly what happens. Kill this militia, please. Thank you. Do not kill this elemental, you don't need it. Two elementals will get rid of this Ziggurat, but at what freaking cost? At the cost of everything, by the way. And right now, if your opponent was unable to establish his own expo, you can live without an expo with a Dreadlord. And at the same time, levels on Dreadlord are generally more valuable. Levels on Dreadlord are very, very valuable, and that was a mistake by Hawk. He buys this large ogre, and it's a big investment. Meanwhile, Sheik gets himself only the stone golem, the rock golem, the mud golem, even. And it's just mud, it doesn't cost a lot. And this large ogre is worth a lot of gold. And they both do not have their expansions, and Hawk's shop is on an expansion, which is not really that awesome, because he needs to go to the expansion every single time. and there is no expansion, and there is nothing to defend, at least at this moment. Whenever he wants to visit his Arcane Vault and buy a Scroll of Regeneration or something like that. And the biggest mistake by Sheik is that he still got his freaking dagger. He should have used it a long time ago. Meanwhile, Hook is creeping, everything is more or less fine for him. He made a few mistakes, but he'll be fine now. And right now he wants this militia, but he will not have enough mana, and this acolyte is a sacrificial acolyte. Oink. Not enough. And this militia will live through all that. Yes, acolytes attack. Acolytes got a good attack, the best attack possible, but out of all Warcrafts. But at the same time, they do not attack that quickly. So in the end, they do not do ton of DPS. They do a lot of damage, but not all that much DPS. And now Sheik should be prepared. He shouldn't lose this priest. Oh, for hell's sake. That was weak. That was weak, and he deserves to lose this game just for losing this priest alone. Because it was such a big mistake. He could have continued moving. There was absolutely nothing that could deal damage to him and could somehow take his attention to his hero, who is, I believe, gladly killing the Arcane Vault right now. And the Arcane Vault is down, and the hero is standing, and the second priest will fall. And right now it would be a good moment to use his Scroll of Staff of Teleportation back. But no, he's fighting militia. Archmage will be able, of course, to get away. I doubt this Ogre will be as lucky, because Death Knight will just coil him twice. Coil him twice, please! Or use coils to save your ghouls, that's also, of course, a good option. And the first statue is out, and this priest should die, and this large ogre should die, and only one acolyte should die. Oh, by the way, how many acolytes died already? Like, 2? For why? How? Save acolytes, do not... Oh god. Anyway, your tier 3 is ready, acolytes should be in production already, they are not, but what can you do? And I don't really know what Dreadlord is doing all this time. He's busy with something. And of course saving ghouls is a glorious idea, but at the same time, let's look at this ogre who was able to survive through his ordeal, because he got so much health, so much armor, to be honest. Health is more or less acceptable. And Archmage is being sent away from an undead's base. Oh, I believe this ogre finally met something. Oh no, this ghoul is relentless, and the moment frenzy will be done, this ghoul will kill this ogre. Oh, he buys a Zeppelin to save an ogre. That's a questionable decision, to be honest. That's a very questionable decision, because this ogre got very limited usability. Yes, he's fat, but he's worse than generally any tier 3 unit you can get. He's worse than a knight, he's worse than an abomination. So as much as he's worth quite a lot of food and is quite useful early on, his usability slowly goes down, and it's a pain to heal him up, especially since human doesn't really have a lot of priests right now. I doubt he has any. By the way, what is human doing? What is Hawk doing? I mean, he decided to completely abandon his expansion plans. Is he going for just Master? That would be fine. And by the way, Sheik instantly buys Staff of Negation. Of course you should buy Staff of Negation at any possible moment against an Archmage, and that's exactly what he does. I mean, I'm so angry with 120 right now, who believes that Staff of Negation does not exist. And look at this ogre, he's still very wounded. Yeah, he goes tier 3, right now he doesn't go tier 3, he's just making a lot of gyrocopters. And as of now, gyrocopters are very questionable decision, because yes, they'll help you against destroyers, but at the same time, why would you need to kill a single destroyer that none that has right now to save your elementals? Nah. Yes, you've got level 3 elementals, that's awesome, but they will be dispelled. They will simply be dispelled. I would make a second... No, he doesn't want a second tomb because he doesn't have an expansion. I would make an expansion as an undead. But at the same time, he doesn't have enough units, and this Dreadlord will be finally level 5. About now? No, from the few human units that remain. Of course, this Dreadlord will get away. He got the best item possible, Rune Bracers, because Rune Bracers saves you from Griffins a little bit. Not really, but the most thing is they save you from freaking Mountain King and his bolts. And Rune Bracers are absolutely glorious in this regard. Lich of course got Orb. I don't really know why the interface on the left is updating so slowly, but I guess it happens with a certain delay. And right now Sheik is getting even in experience. He should get quite a good boost from these spots. I believe he should attack the red spot as well. No? Human is trying to get the red spot. That's fine. That's completely fine. Of course, Undead was able to see this Zeppelin. No? He should have been able to. Anyway, these destroyers will heal up. These gyrocopters were being repaired, I believe. I mean, if human wasn't repairing his gyros, no, they are still very damaged. There are at least 4 half HP gyrocopters, and they are basically doomed. And what is an undead missing right now is more or less only giving close to the Lich, giving an orb to the Lich. I do not believe that Dreadlord even though he's level 5, even though he deals relatively meaningful damage, is so necessary to attack gyrocopters right now. And I believe giving him potion of mana, small potion of mana, one you can buy, is a great decision, and that Ankh is a good item on Death Knight. It's not the perfect item, but against human, against 4 seconds of stun that human will have quite soon, Ankh is good on a hero, because sometimes you will simply not be able to use your large invul potion, use your large healing potion, but Ankh will just revive you. Okay, human is creeping his own red spot. I don't really know what Undead is doing right now, because he should have a very good idea what human is doing. Mounting here. Oh yeah, he is already here with Dreadlord. These elementals should get dispelled to... Oh, just dispel them with your destroyers. That also works. And these Murlocs should feel themselves locked between 2 evils, and that's exactly what happens. Another wave, just use a wave. No, just dispel the elemental with destroyer, it also works. Lich is level 2.5. He doesn't want to use a wave, because if he uses Crypt Swarm, the next moment gyrocopters come and start dealing damage. But at the same time, human doesn't really have that many options. Yeah, it should be just coil, saving everything. Yeah, human just went with 2 gyrocopters, but it shouldn't work, because both should go down to the destroyers. Gyrocopters are not really immune to magic damage. Oh, that was a bash on a destroyer. That was quite an unlucky bash for an undead, but he should be fine, and this ogre of course is completely useless. And that was a good moment to attack with gyros. For what reason Hawk is hesitating? He saw this wave, he should have attacked right now, and if he doesn't want to attack, what is he doing in full contact? He's just losing HP and he can't use his water rallies, he can't do anything, and his large ogre who overstayed his usefulness, to be honest, will also die, and Undead tries to surround an Archmage. More to kill everything that will come to save this Archmage. It's a tactical sleep. This sleep is used to... and this sleep is to kill. Yes, this Mountain King should be dead. Another good wave. This Destroyer was not healed up. Why? I don't know, he will lose a lot of Destroyers. He will lose every Destroyer. No, he lost 2. For every Gyrocopter, for a TP... That's not terrible. This Paladin was extremely vulnerable, but Undead simply doesn't have anything to surround him. And that's a wasted opportunity to make an expansion. I mean, it never was an opportunity to make an expansion. And if Hawk was trying to make an expansion, why was he in full contact? Elemental gets dispelled. That's why you get yourself a Wand of Dispel. To remove elementals, and this Mountain King goes down, and that's basically a game. Ta-da! Sheik was victorious. That was good by Sheik. I really can't blame him for anything. Hawk was making gyros very quickly, but at the same time he didn't have anything by gyros, to be honest. I don't know what was his plan. I mean, Mercs with this large ogre, these gyros are relatively useless against late game Undead army. So what's the freaking point? And he was not making other air. He was afraid to make griffins because he wasn't really afraid. It's just quite hard to make griffins against. Not against when you don't have an expansion, because you need an expansion to properly sustain tier 3 production. He could went tier 2 into tier 3, and I mean proper tier 2 with an Arcane Sanctum, with some priests at least, because priests give you an opportunity to dispel sleep, and with gyros, and maybe with some rifles, and then into tier 3 with griffins. But he decided not to, and he never really established his expansion, and when he tried to, it was extremely late, and he was unable to defend it early on, and he spent a lot of time killing Ziggurat with his Archmage, instead of just letting Ziggurat be, instead of just admitting that Undead will eventually establish his own expo, but coming back and not letting Dreadlord take all this experience that Dreadlord was able to get from peasants on his own expo and defending his own expo, because if you're going tier 3, you basically need an expo. You can produce knights slowly, you can produce griffins slowly, yes, but an undead, if undead is so dominant, if undead got a good start, if undead got level 4, level 5 Dreadlord very quickly, he's stronger than your level 5 Archmage. So you need something to balance it. And having an expo is a good idea. Without an expo playing on unequal grounds, you don't usually win with an Archmage first against Dreadlord first, when Dreadlord is got such a significant XP lead. I mean, Archmage was higher level at some point, Dreadlord was only level 4, but it's Dreadlord! It's freaking Dreadlord! He got so many vulnerabilities exactly for the reason that he is a bit stronger than an Archmage when they are at an equal level. Okay, Yumiko against Jadedark. That can be an interesting matchup. I, of course, don't want to watch Happy against Focus, Fortitude, whatever Tude. But watching now, this video should be completely available. And the stream on my phone is completely frozen. Why? And I bet my stream on Twitch is also completely frozen. Really? That would be quite sad. What really happened with you? You stupid device. Oh, yeah, Twitch is also buffering. The hell? Yep. Everything that can be dead is dead. Oh god, what happened? Yep, it's buffering. It's buffering and buffering and buffering, and I have to watch my stream on YouTube to see if it's just as bad, if it was just as bad all this time. So right now we'll do what no person should ever do, really. Ta-da! God, that's a lot of people. Yeah, that is indeed a lot of people who do not watch my streams. But what can I do? It just happens. I mean, do not watch my streams in English at least. Okay, let's see how bad it was. Let's see how bad it was. Yeah, a professional streamer will watch his own stream right now for a little while. Very, very professional. Very, very streamer. Mucho potato. Yeah, that is indeed a lot of people. Not bad because on the current Tyrannos you can get very quick level 3. And I don't want to listen to myself for the second time because even listening to myself in my head for the first one, for the first time is quite enough. Oh, it didn't lag on YouTube. It just lags on Twitch for some freaking reason. Likely because the Twitch is such a good platform. Yeah, I believe it to be true. Twitch is such an amazing platform. Yeah, on YouTube it never freezes. That's acceptable at least. I have a video on YouTube that again nobody will watch, but really some people are watching these videos, so it's more or less fine. Yeah, and the picture is frozen again. Why do you hate me, my phone? My dear, dear phone, what happened with you? Nobody really knows. Yeah, nothing is frozen, everything functions, everything works just fine. Okay, let's let's not give a slightest crap about the phone. I should know if it's only the picture. So let's write test, and chat is working. Chat is working just fine. Okay, so it will be Yumiko against Jadedark. Yumiko against Jadedark. Video details. Was it also back to Warcraft Weekly? No, it was later. Yumiko against Jadedark. Damn, I feel so relieved from so much reinvigorated, so full of life after I start watching the games that generally are not just freaking top tier level. It's so much better. No, save the title. Okay. Now we can go full screen and then we can watch the game, I believe. Just give me a second, dear game. I need to close my Twitch stream and then, I mean, restreaming my Twitch stream right to my whatever. Because right now my phone for some reason works again. Maybe it was some small utility problem. Maybe it was just Twitch problem. Anyway, Jadedark against Ouya Yumiko. Ouya Yumiko. Sorry, it just sounds so good. So it's Demon Hunter against Death Knight. Who may have guessed? Okay, Death Knight is default pick. On Last Refuge, you can completely expect Night Elf to go for a quick expansion, even against current Undead in his current state. At the same time, Undead also can go for a quick expansion, and that's exactly what he does. But it's not that easy for an Undead to establish an expansion here, because as much as an Elf can... Oh no, he decides to creep green spots and he decides to be aggressive. Okay, that's acceptable by Jadedark. But at the same time, I would certainly prefer him to creep his own merc camp and then just to try to establish his expa with mercs. Because mercs are quite good against an undead. Troll priests are quite good against damaged ghouls, and Death Knight just doesn't catch it early on. And finally Demon Hunter is here. This Wisp is completely useless. This Wisp is trying to find himself something to kill. This ghoul will not live. God, it should be at 1 HP. It's getting saved, but for hell's sake, that was just painful to watch, and now all the ghouls will live. But at the same time, how many actual living happy ghouls does Yumiko have? It doesn't matter, he got us around on a Demon Hunter. So that was a perfectly wasted attempt by Night Elf, and Night Elf is starting his own expansion. That's his saving grace, because wasting so much time, wasting so much mana and HP and so much moon juice in the end for nothing. Absolutely nothing. All this damaged ghouls will heal up because he was unable to catch them. Everything will heal up. He was unable to get to the shop to buy his TP stuff to come back and try to cancel this ziggurat. But at the same time, Undead for some reason doesn't even try to establish his expa. Did he went tier 2 before expa? Does he know that Night Elf also got his own expa? Although it shouldn't really discourage you from making your own. I don't know. I don't really know the reason why he isn't going for his expa. He's just wasting time. This Armor Aura may be good for bears, but really Armor Aura is not that amazing on Night Elf, because who needs to have a ton of armor is your Demon Hunter. No, he didn't go. What's going on? Oh, he finally establishes his expansion. But that's a bit late. And he shouldn't be able to sustain constant ghoul production, although he was likely, because he should have like 9 ghouls at 38. And that buys boot, which he doesn't really need, but okay. This Death Knight is a very quick, speedy Gonzalez of a Death Knight. At least 1 ghoul should die now, but likely 2. No, nope. Demon Hunter should be able to catch this ghoul, but it'll cost him a lot of time. And that is a good micro by this Acolyte. If anything happens to Night Elf, I can't really blame an Undead here. Oh, that was a bit painful, and another round on a Demon Hunter for hell's sake. He'll lose so much. He'll lose everything, likely his life as well. And he doesn't have anything. Yes, he was able to kill 2 ghouls, but in the end that's a coil to end them all. Yeah, to end them rightly. a huge green glowing skull flies right into his face, and he consumes it, thinking it's the skull of a Gul'dan, but in the end it's just his doom. I mean, skull of a Gul'dan was sort of a doom of Illidan, so it's not that different really. It's just a little bit nuanced. He was hoping to get something out of this camp. He got a Scroll of the Beast, and he should be very, very angry with it. And it is dominating. And it should be dominating. This expansion should die. Meanwhile, Undead is getting distracted by this tree, which gives Night Elf a chance. A chance to buy a next set of mercs, a chance to change something. And Undead got only 6 ghouls. Where are your 9 ghouls, man? Did you not remake them? Doesn't have all that much gold. Boots! Boots are 2 ghouls! And he doesn't need boots whatsoever on Death Knight. He absolutely can live without boots, because if you're getting slowed by Naga, yes, you can get away from this if you've got boots. But you also can get away if you've only got aura, by taking maybe 2 auras more. And of course Night Elf will have Dryads, and when Night Elf will have Dryads, he of course will slow Death Knight even more. So boots on Death Knight very relatively useless in this matchup. And you don't need to run away with boots so early at least. Okay, that was a wasted mana burn. That was perfectly wasted mana burn. Best viewers, blah 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 blah. Have a nice day, dear bot. I hope something bad happens to you. Like spilling a cup of coffee on your keyboard, although you're likely an AI, so it will be spilling the cup of coffee on your server, on your hard drive. Okay, what should I do? I should just turn my chat off, and that's my chat, and now it's gone. Good. I don't know who was the viewer who unsubscribed, but someone unfollowed me. That's sad, that's so sad. Okay, I should... Who was this man? I'm always taking it quite close to my heart, and it's completely impossible to know who exactly it is. But hey, if I can't recall his name, then it's not likely it's worth it to actually... Oh, was it the best man ever? Really, Mr. Rope? Oh no, you're here. That's fine. Yeah, and by calling him the best man ever, you've likely... No, you didn't offend anyone. Because nobody is watching. Nobody will ever watch. Anyway, we're back to the game. Demon Hunter still runs around with the Scroll of the Beast. Of course, Scroll of the Beast got very, very limited window of usability against an Undead, because at some point it just turns into additional mana and health for destroyers. So I doubt this Demon Hunter should still carry it. Sell it, buy yourself boots, because the moment Death Knight buys boots, you need to buy boots. You absolutely have to. Otherwise you'll not be able to get to him in time to use the death to use mana burn. Yeah, you'll certainly get to him in time to get death coiled to death. Yeah, death coils you to death. That's exactly what happens whenever it's been used on you. Okay, Night Elf is creeping. That is not playing correctly. I would certainly prefer for him to not just harass his opponent, but to try to do something on the map. You've got so many ghouls. I mean, you've got what? He got 90 foot already. How many necropoli? And he lost his Death Knight. Even though he had boots, even though he had everything, he just lost it because that's what Slow and Nagasero do. And the first Dryad was also there. So, how did these boots work for you, my friend? I mean, the only thing boots do is that they motivate Night Elf to buy his own boots. On Demon Hunter, but Demon Hunter really needs boots anyway. And right now Demon Hunter got all the field for himself. Undead is trying to creep with Leech, but he can only creep relatively small spots. I would certainly prefer Night Elf to not creep this shop, but instead to creep the red spot. But I believe that he didn't go for the red camp exactly to go for the shop. No, another Scroll of the Beast, which also will be sold. Yeah, he wanted this stuff of teleportation, he still didn't buy boots, he got 2 gloves on his Demon Hunter, which is questionable. And he is attacking in undead space. Why are you doing suboptimal decisions, my friends? Yes, you will be able to destroy this temple, because now you've got bears, and bears deal significant damage to buildings, but at the same time you could have been creeping the red camp. Given your Demon Hunter 4.8, given your Naga level 4. And Leech was a bit greedy, so in the end it's a TP, and Yumiko should have a Destroyer form. Where is your Destroyer form? Really, where is your Destroyer form? You got 1k gold. All this time, having basically 90 foot from what? From 3 additional necropoli. You were unable to make enough ghouls. You were unable to make enough ghouls to harvest enough lumber for you. For hell's sake, my friend. Yeah, this game again is just a showmanship of skill. Yeah, this guy's got a good micro, but such micro mistakes are just unacceptable. I mean, you just need your ghouls, your 10 ghouls to harvest lumber ons to get to 200 lumber. And then you can have all the destroyer forms you need. Oh, he bought 2 of each. That's the problem that occurred. He built 2 of each buildings. He has 2 temples, he has 2 slaughterhouses. And that's a big mistake, and Destroyer goes down. He doesn't. He has 2 Moth Relics, he has a large mana potion on his... small mana potion, but it's still a mana potion. On his Death Knight, he finally finds it in his inventory. He used it, and instead of killing Demon Hunter, he decides to heal the Destroyer, which is acceptable, but at the same time Night Elf needs to save Demon Hunter. Night Elf needs to get away, and what Night Elf doesn't have, even though he also got 1.5k gold, is a freaking TP hole. Yet he's making Chimeras. Chimeras I completely accept as a fighting unit on his side. Yes, Chimeras will do a lot of damage, and I bet Undead is not prepared for Chimeras. But damn, this game is stupid. I mean, you shouldn't really wait for 4 Chimeras, you should attack with 2. You should produce bears constantly, you should produce dryads constantly. And then just attack with 2 Chimeras with level 5 Demon Hunter, who would have been level 5 already if he was not killing the temple. The freaking temple. And let's look at this Death Knight. How did the harass went for him? With his glorious boots existing solely for harassment. Not well, he's still level 3. He's just going to level 4, although he should be almost level 5 as well, if he was creeping with ghouls. And then he still doesn't have enough lumber. I mean, you target your barracks. You press G as a button. That's a good button. You make a ghoul. Because you know what needs ghouls. I mean, what needs lumber? Your necromancer upgrades, which cost a lot of lumber. What else needs lumber? Your meat wagons. I mean, making two of each was just very strange decision by Yumiko. Yes, playing mass necros is brave, but you could do it from one slaughterhouse. No, he wanted not just meat wagons, he wanted a lot of everything. And right now Night Elf is losing a lot of everything, but at the same time he is wasting Necros mana. And that matters. That actually matters. TST what? TST lags, because it was lagging quite a lot. And so I had to check if, at least on my phone, so I had to check if chat is working or doesn't. Okay, Death Knight is finally becoming stronger. He decided to attack without corrosive breath. Oh god, for hell's sake, my friend. He decided to attack without any corrosive breath. So the terrible thing happened. Chimeras were seen. Now Undead will make as many gargoyles as he only wants to. He will make towers, of course. Towers do not work against chimeras with corrosive breath. And by do not work, I mean they simply do not exist. They stop existing quite quickly. This bear should go down. But these necromancers are in danger, and these necromancers will also go down. And now chimeras should fly away. Yes, the first gargoyle is out. You generally want something to protect your chimeras. And these 4 chimeras, god, they could have dealt a lot of damage if they didn't attack without corrosive breath. That was such a stupid mistake. They could destroy it. Oh, that was beautiful. What happened? Troll Priest didn't get aggroed, but he decided that this gargoyle doesn't deserve to have an unholy frenzy on her. Okay, Night Elf got 5 chimeras, and he got absolutely no idea what to do with these chimeras. And of course Necromancers got crippled, so this chimera will go down for free. Please don't tell me Yumiko will win. Everything was so terrible for him. He decided to go completely dry on lumber, and it was his decision, it was not a mistake. And right now he got two freaking gargoyles, and Night Elf doesn't even try to somehow counter them. And these gargoyles of course will kill chimeras for free, because chimeras do not attack air. So if anything more terrible can happen, I just don't know what could it be. Losing Naga because of Cripple? I mean, Cripple costs a lot of mana. Please save Naga. Yes, Naga is getting saved. One gargoyle goes down. And 2 chimeras are forgotten on the field. For hell's sake, my friend. My dear friend Jadedark, you deserve to lose. You both deserve to lose. It's the game where both players deserve to lose. And quite miserably. And now without any AoE spell, but having a few wisps, which should help against these skeletons. Yeah, don't heal the tree, you'll lose all this. Oh, for hell's sake, just dispel. Dispel what you see, dispel what you can. Because all this skeletons, all this mana on necromancers should get removed. And doesn't that have a TP? Why is not he TPing out? You've destroyed the tree. You know what also chimeras do well? Attack ground. They do not attack air at all, but they will kill all your necromancers. I mean, if they decide to please kill all the necromancers flying two-headed beasts. Or kill something. Not skeletons who are easily replenished by the said necromancers. I don't really know why. And finally he decides to use a TP out. Losing Leech, losing everything in the process. What am I watching? Hey, you stream really well, I did love to play games with you, no you didn't, and share some tips together, my name on Discord, this is my username, doubt it, sorry my dear friend Balloon. Oh god. I'm so sorry, but you're a bot. And it's the 10th time I get this message from someone like you. And every single person played games with me, obviously. And that's quite interesting, because every single person played games with me 15 years ago, because that's how long I do not play Warcraft 3 myself. And that's for how long, yes. And he rebuys the TP. He knows that TP is useful, he's just not really aware for what the TP is useful. There is some usage of this magical scroll. I mean, I guess he believes it's an invul potion for his Death Knight. Death Knight alone. Because if he just got away with all he did when he destroyed this gold mine, this tree of life, he would be golden. But right now there are mountain giants, there are chimeras still alive, so corrosive breath is available. Stop killing buildings, pay attention to your army, please. Even a little bit attention goes a long way, and Naga has a scroll, and Bear goes somewhere. Bear goes to heaven. To certain bear heaven that only bears are able to join. This gargoyle was out of danger, dear Lich. Dear undead player. The fact that you denied her was not a showmanship of skill. It was a showmanship of inability to predict the future. Naga goes down with a TP, and it should be over for Nigel. He bought a Zeppelin, he had a TP, he had everything he wanted, but Naga still went down. For some reason Undead decides to not chase these units, of course, who doesn't give a slightest crap about the attacks by destroyers? Mountain Giants. And Naga decided to join the fight again just to use the TP. Because why the hell not? I mean, you can't just run towards your base with your whole army and not waste 300 gold. No, no, no. I should rejoin the fight. I should show you how it should have been done. And this Tree of Eternity is in danger. This Tree of Eternity is certainly in danger. And it is attacking. Oh, he got air units. And do you know what doesn't work well against mountain giants? Yes, air units. I mean, worms work quite well, but he doesn't have a single worm. So, Demon Hunter would want to use his mana burn at least once on the statues. Or on anything, really. No? Okay, that's also fine. And it got a lot of food limit. Tree of Eternity is coming to his demise. Because there are creeps. Nobody crapped every single creep on this in this camp where Tree of Eternity is right now. And none that will see it and kill it. Yes! All these acolytes. All these acolytes were able to fight the tree. Yeah, Tree will live for at least a little while. Night Elf needs to remake his army because he can, of course. He got an expansion, his expansion is still working. This Troll Priest will kill the tree eventually. but it'll take him forever. And so he'll be quite glad for an undead help. Yeah, and that is a little bit indecisive, so he gives enough time for a Night Elf to just come, kill this priest, stand on the high ground, because it's exactly how you want to attack from the low ground, not from a high ground, while hitting the tree at the same time. And Demon Hunter is level 6. Hello there! Hoi, Dad is in the house! All these necromancers are getting a little bit useless against this chimera for as long as you don't kill the chimera. And of course skeletons give you a lot of experience if you kill 20 skeletons every second. Naga is 5.8. The moment Naga will be 6, there will be another problem for an undead. Because I believe you can use Tornado from the high ground and just move this tornado towards an undead base, and then Metamorphosis is almost over, but both undead heroes... No, undead heroes got all the mana they want. Finally they are out of mana and undead needs to get away. And he even made more statues. That's just beautiful. You've got 5 destroyers who doesn't do a lot, really, save the giant. Lich deals quite a good damage with he doesn't have an orb? Yes, an orb is on a Death Knight to fight against chimeras. Finally Night Elf will lose everything, because these dryads are so low, but at the same time he is just remaking his army, and Undead is out of money completely, I believe. Yes, he doesn't have any income. Oh no, he just built his own expansion, so he'll be fine eventually. Naga is using her TP. Please, either get out. No. Naga is the only one who deserves to TP out. All these gods are sacrificial gods. And by gods I mean dryads, of course. He could have saved them all. And right now Night Elf is in certain danger. Because of course Undead right now got some income. Undead right now got at least 1 meat wagon and 2 meat wagons, so this tree will not live for long. Save the tree! No, you don't want to. The tree is not worth saving. You're not even there. Yeah, okay, fine. If you don't care about your future so much, I can't say anything about... I mean, your future is secured, but likely not in this game. Okay, he is just recovering. He stands in his base, he's recovering, he doesn't even think about attacking his opponent's expansion. I don't know who deserves to win in this game. They're both terrible. Don't fight my kids, my children, you're both terrible. That's exactly my emotions. They both got some income. They both got 1 base to provide income. These necromancers are getting out of mana. One necromancer decided to go the wrong way, so he should die. Yes, that's actually quite big. Naga just went straight to an Undead army. Please kill me, Undead Oni-chan. Death Knight used his ultimate. Both these mountain giants will fall. No? Okay. Killing revived fiends, of course, doesn't matter at all. Lich is level 6 for hell's sake. Lich is level 6! Naga gets Tornado but never uses it. But he's defending, he's alive. He's alive and well. And now you can use Tornado from the low ground to try to do something against an Undead, but no, it's not his. It's obviously not his motto, and I would certainly use Mana Burn on something, yes. That's another weighted metamorphosis, which Undead just waited out. Wasted, I mean. Burn the statue, burn something, burn, burn. Burn in hell, you both. Okay, one statue goes down. At the same time, bear goes down for a night elf. And all the skeletons are getting really, really annoying, and that's not... Okay, he was able to dodge the coil. No, they got good micro. They got terrible macro, but good micro. And Jadedark just leaves. Although he could have saved this Naga, but god, they've made a lot of mistakes. But this Chimera attack, with nothing, he would be able to completely destroy the main base of an Undead. I mean, the gold mine at least, and maybe a ziggurat. And then he'll be able to get away. But no, no, we don't want to. Anyway, I guess that's over for today, so thanks anyone who was watching. I'm glad you were watching, I guess. So, have a nice day. Yep. Yep. Twitch? My internet's down. For what reason? Okay, we're back. You stream really well, I don't. And they add a crown now. AI getting smarter. Oh my god, this mob in Quasic has 5 HP due to augments taking everything else. Серьезно? Там бегают пятихитовые монстра, которые, в общем-то, скорее всего ощущают, что мир киберпанка не для нее. Да, это тот самый случай, когда вас, в общем-то, аугментировали, а потом вы поняли, что вас аугментировали в основном стеклом, а не сталью. Ну да, кстати, тот факт, что... Да там всего-то рукодрель. Я понимаю, там было 15-хитовое нечто, что еще и руку-дрель получила сверху. Понимаю. Фантастически хорошо. Ладно, в любом случае, аптека вернется к вам позже. С новыми разочарованиями. Остановить трансляцию. Надо пойти что-то покушать. Часиков в 6, наверное, живу.